So tell me, you're discovering all of this, and I want to right now kind of make a distinction. At a later point, the Attorney General did weigh in. Maine's Attorney General did weigh in, and basically said there's nothing to see here, meaning there's nothing overtly illegal with what happened, and that may be true. Maybe there was nothing illegal in this process, but I would say that unethical, immoral is different from illegal. And it seems to me that we definitely crossed into that line of unethical and immoral, regardless of what the Attorney General, this administration, says about it. And I do have to say, I think that lack of accountability and lack of transparency is a culture that's set at the top. And certainly the Mills administration and the AG's office does not set a standard of transparency and accountability. What did you find as you dug in more and were trying to expose this?
So one significant thing, there were 2 steering committees for that one fund. One was for the survivor and family part of the fund, and the other was for nonprofits. There were 10 members on that steering committee, and 6 of them received money for their own nonprofits.
So there's the real unethical, immoral part.
Right. Where
part of it.
Is that ever appropriate?
It's never appropriate.
So the Maine Community Foundation says that the Attorney General signed off on that. They're good with it.
Wow.
And the only reason I filed a complaint with the Attorney General only because I was in an article in the Portland Press Herald, and I was the only one complaining. The Attorney General said, I haven't gotten a complaint from anyone. And I thought, wouldn't the reporter have connected the dots there and said to me, maybe you should file a complaint? So I thought, well, let me file a complaint so they can't say that anymore. But I didn't think that it would be illegal because I wouldn't think that the Maine Community Foundation would do that in an illegal way. I think they were vague enough in allowing people to give to nonprofits. There was no specified, they weren't told what they would be doing with the money. The nonprofits were not listed. It wasn't required that they help survivors and family members.
But have you heard from donors at any point in this process where, I mean, I would, in that circumstance, contributing money, whether it was to individuals or nonprofit, assume that my dollars are going to help victims one way or another. And sure, maybe you want to direct your funds to a nonprofit, thinking that that's going to do some good, right? In the wake of this tragedy, that there are nonprofits that could do good and help the victims, the survivors, their families in some real and tangible way. I would not think that any donors, and correct me if I'm wrong, have reached out to you and said, my gosh, I can't believe you're digging into this. I'm fine with my dollars going wherever.
But no one said that.
No one has said that. Of course not.
But also, I've only had one person say to me, I gave to that part of the fund. One. So and she said, I'm sorry, I didn't know. She asked if I was angry at her. I'm like, of course not. Thank you for giving anything.
Of course.
I got curious. How did $1.9 million get into that nonprofit part of the fund? They were very, very large donors. And they certainly didn't go on the website and choose victim and family member or nonprofits. They sent a check.
Sure.
So I, tried calling the Boston Bruins. Try
Wow.
calling LL Bean and getting someone to talk to, or BIW. I mean, I got some people to talk to me, but no one would go that far with me to get the answer to that question. But one did. One who gave over $100,000. I asked, first of all, thank you. And which part of the fund can I ask did it go to? And the response I got from this company was, well, we weren't given an option to designate. The Maine Community Foundation told us they would split our money.
Wow.
And I thought, that's all I need to know.
So, I mean, you can probably assume precedent there that was the same told to all of these other large donors. Their money split, or is it visible? Is there any transparency as far as how much of that donation went to? So if they were told split, was their money truly split? Did it simply go? There's no knowing.
It could have been split 90% to nonprofits, 10%
Sure.
I don't know.
And what was their intent? Like, what was their heart behind the gift when they made it? Did they share that with you?
I asked if you could have chosen, what would you have chosen? And what's interesting is I then got back language directly from the MCF's website. And I thought, okay, then your corporate office probably told you,
Yeah.
be careful
Yeah.
when you do this.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't rattle off the words from the MCF's website
No.
right now, and I don't know how many times I've read it.
Yeah.
Certainly more than they did.
Sure.